There are a lot of women who grew up spoiled, who grew up loved, who grew up having a very good dynamic with their family that are currently in relationships with men who had to deal with struggle, who had to deal with abandonment, who had to deal with neglect. And just like Nelly and Ashanti, the man that you're dealing with that grew up in that environment, a lot of the time, he is resenting the fact that you were able to have an upbringing where you were privileged, where you did not have to struggle, where you didn't really have to go through anything, where you were supported. The interview, although Nelly said it on the TV show, he literally said this exact same thing on the TV show, but there is a clip of an interview between Nelly and Ashanti going around where pretty much Nelly is saying that, she is so used to getting everything it is that she wants because that was how she has grown up. She's not used to not getting her way. And so essentially in our relationship, I am teaching her that she needs to be comfortable with compromising, and I'm teaching her that you're not going to get everything it is that you want. But at the end of the day, Nelly is capable of giving Ashanti everything it is that she wants. There is literally no lack in capability of what it is that he cannot give her. He simply is just choosing to not give it to her because he is jealous and angry over the fact that she grew up with both parents. She has a very supportive mother. Her mother is literally her manager. Her mother is literally out here fighting tooth and nail every day to make sure that Ashanti's pockets stay fucking full. And it's always been like that for Ashanti with her family dynamic. He even said it on the show. He literally said that she has this large family. She has a very strong family dynamic. Everyone comes together, and he didn't grow up that way. He grew up having to essentially couch surf. He grew up being a military brat. He had no sense of community of creating a bond with other people. And I know from experience that when you decide to deal with a man who didn't get fed the silver spoon, who ended up, being very upset and angry over the fact that, I don't know, maybe his female siblings got a car before him, or maybe his female siblings got to live under the same roof as their parents longer and he ended up getting kicked out. If you all have any type of dynamic where you were actually born into privilege, okay, and you were able to get princess treatment from your own family, and he was not, a lot of these men are going to put you and attempt to put you in a dynamic where they are going to try to have you struggle. They're going to force you to struggle because essentially they're jealous of the fact that you had it so easy. They're jealous of the fact that you have people that actually love you, that you have community, you have people that came out for you and that support you and that love you and care about you. And they didn't grow up with that, okay? And even to this day, they still don't have that. A lot of these men will try to force you into making compromising decisions that are inherently going to hurt you. Ashanti's face, you could tell that, like, she came to the realization where she's like, oh my God, like, this man actually hates the fact that I grew up privileged and that I actually grew up being loved and supported. You literally can see her connecting the dots together as he is saying that, because at the end of the day, Nelly didn't get with her in order to take the load off. He got with her to put the load on, because before she got back with Nelly, Ashanti was doing her big one, okay? She was out in Trinidad, okay? She was out at Carnival. She was out vacationing constantly. She had her body together, hot body, okay? The thighs thighin', looking good, looking scrumptious. She was all over social media with how good she was looking as she was aging. And at the end of the day, I feel as though Nelly wanted nothing but payback, because, come on, no one was talking about Nelly. No one was making a big deal about Nelly. You don't even hear about Nelly. This is the most that we've heard about Nelly given this show that they have now on Peacock, essentially. At the end of the day, a lot of these men are going to resent the fact that you grew up with a silver spoon and they didn't grow up with shit. And so they're now going to create a dynamic where they are going to have you go through the same exact shit, or attempt to have you go through the same exact shit that they did, because they refused to heal and they refused to do the proper work, such as going to therapy and doing the inner work that is required to be able to accept their situation and leave it in the past and create a new, and get over the fact that, listen, it's not our fault or anybody else's fault that you got brought into an environment where you were not loved and you weren't supported and you were abandoned. But, oh, child, I hope Ashanti fucking gets past this, because seeing her face put that shit together and realize this man literally hates me, oh, I hate to see it. It's another baddie down.